Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Sol Calderon from Black Cat Bellydance Studio, and today we're going to learn Shimmy step. This is the fourth one of the basic fast steps of the ATS vocabulary, American Tribal Style or Fat Chance Belly Dance. So today we're going to learn the step and then we're going to dance it with Arabic, pivot bump, and Egyptian. If you haven't learned the previous steps that I just mentioned, go to the link because we are going to need those steps in order to dance together at the end of the class. So let's get started. Shimmy is a 2-count step, and the faster we do the step, it can be better and easier. So I'm gonna break it down for you and let's get started. So I'm gonna go all the way back so you can see me. Okay, so remember the posture, beautiful, amazing posture right here. So shimmy, to dance shimmy, we dance it with our arms open, or we can do it with our arms all the way up. But usually it's with the arms on tabletop position. So I'm gonna start breaking it down from the feet. My feet are going to be on the ball of my feet, meaning that my heels are lifted, right? But I'm not all the way up. I'm very comfortable here. So from here, my feet are going to mark or do the 2-count step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, left, right, left, right, left. So I'm doing it in place, and it's a very, very tiny lift just to make sure that my hips have enough room to do the work. What is happening with my hips? This is tricky. So let's break it down. My hips are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just go closer so you can see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do it in real time, it's gonna be something like this. So it's happening very fast, and as I mentioned before, the faster the easier can be. Why? Because we have the momentum and it's hard to keep the feet lifted while doing it slower, okay? Hope this makes sense. So what I'm going to do, first I'm gonna start doing it in half time so you can learn it with me. I'm gonna lift my right foot and I'm going to drop it while I drop the hip and I lift my left hip. 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's a pause. So I'm not doing anything in number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn around so you can follow me right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The tricky part or the tip is that I'm gonna keep my knees soft all the time. So I'm gonna avoid bouncing. So I don't want to do this, right? So also to keep the isolation in my hips, I want to unlock my hips and keep this beautiful open posture. So I'm gonna keep the movement just in my hips, right? So I don't want to move my shoulders. So if you notice that you are shaking your whole body, probably is because of your posture. So I would suggest to go back and check the link about the posture. So coming back to the step, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2 with my feet. while my hips are going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me scoot to the right because I'm not sure if you can see me with this dark spot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not bouncing because of my knees are right here, are very soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my knees help me to keep the movement isolated from my hips down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to lift your right hip your right foot or the left one in number 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a tricky and hard step, I know. So the more you practice it, the better and the easier it's gonna be for you. So let's practice together shimmy in half time, meaning that we are going to do it slow. Are you ready? I'm gonna face away so you can follow me. Ready? So, beautiful posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's very confusing for you to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, you can just do the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay? So, also you can do taka taka tan 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 tan. Okay? So, are you ready to dance it in full time? Let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, as you noticed, we can turn away, we can travel the step forward and backwards. So let's do it together. And 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Turn it. Turn it to the left. Pam, 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 pam. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there is no cue to turn around. Basically, you just kind of cue it with your head. So, and your upper body starts turning, so the followers are going to notice it and they are going to follow along. So make sure that you don't rush into the turn so they can catch the kind of cue. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's very clear that I'm turning around because kind of my upper body is indicating a change of the angle and they are going to know that they should turn around with you. Another important thing is that you might notice that I kind of do it's not a floreo, it's kind of just something like a flourish or something to make it look smoother in my upper body while my hips are doing all the hard work. So it's very nice to do a very nice accent with your hands, but when you are learning the step, make sure that you are not moving your arms too much. So it's just a very tiny accent when I'm starting or doing number one with my right foot. Because remember that we always start with the right side or the right foot. So it's going to be in 1 and 2, in 1 and 2, in 1 and 2, in 1 and 2. Another important thing is that shimmy step is not about making a big movement. It's more about control and the tiki tiki tiki, the shake shake shake, but it's isolated in our hips. So we don't want to do something very big that turns out to be something else that is not it is. So make sure that is a tiny movement and fast. Well, it depends on the music. Pam 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 pam. Okay? So also always check the level of your head and shoulders to make sure that you are not bouncing or you are not moving your shoulders. So you want to make sure that you're isolating the movement. Let's dance it together. I'm gonna play a faster song. It's 80, 120, and it's gonna be super fun. Are you ready? So make sure that you know pivot bump, Egyptian, and Arabic. If you don't know those steps, here is the link to go back and check them out so you can follow along, because we're gonna put together the 4 basic fast steps. Are you ready? Woo, that was fun. Well, hope you are enjoying these mini classes. And remember, please leave me a comment if you have any questions. And subscribe to our channel, because we're going to keep adding up classes weekly. And give us a like. That's the way that you support us. And see you next week.